Trungo's Aunt Tulu lives with her 4 grandchildren in one room with a hot plate in the corner. 2 of her own daughters work as housemaids in Bahrain and Kuwait. She has nothing good to say about their employers.
ያኔ ጸልይላታለሁ በቃ በተረፈ ስትደውል አበረታታታለሁ በምትነግረኝ ነገሮች ያው ለኔ ነው መጀመሪያ ቅድሚያ የምትደውለው እዚህ ቅርብ ለኔ በምትነግረኝ ነገር አስረዳታለሁ ተጠንቅቀሽ ሳትዞሪ ሰው ሳታምኒ አርፈሽ ስራሽን ስሪ ነው ማለት ደሞ ልጅቷም እንደዚህ የምትቀበዘበዝ ወጣ የምትል አይደለች እና ያንን በትክክል የሰራችበትን ብር ለቤተሰቦቿ እንድትልክ ማከራታለሁ እዛ እንዳታስቀምጥ
Aunt Tulu worries about the future for Trungo. She feels responsible for her.
በጣም ክፉ ናቸው በጣም ይጨቁናሉ ስልክ እንድትደውል አይሰጧትም ልጅቷ እንደውም በጣም ቻይ ሆና ለኔ ብዙ ተደባውን ራሱ መታዚ ለሌሎቹ ዘመዶቻችን ስትነግር ለኔ የነገረችኝ ነገር የለም በቃ ሌለች እና ተመርራ ምን ብላ አሰቃይተዋት ሚስት እያለው እሷን ያስቸግራታል በጣም መጥፎ ነው ጥሩ አይደለም አለች አሁንም ሄደችበት ሀገር እንግዲህ በቃ ከዛ ይሻላል ብላ እየኖረች ነው እንደውም ባለፈው ያዘኝ ብላ ነበር እኔ ተመለሽ ስላት አይ አልመለስም እዚሁ ይችላል ቺዬ እኖራለሁ አለች እና ክፎች ናቸው በርግጥ አረቦች ጨከን ይላሉ
In Ethiopia, about 45% of the population are Orthodox Christians, including Trungo. Many of the housemaids convert to Islam at some point. It makes working in Arab countries a little easier. For the last time, Trungo prays to her Christian God. She believes that prayers can protect her. Trungo and her brother set off to meet the agent at one of only 2 state-recognized placement agencies for Dubai.
ከኛው ላይ ስም አለ ቀን አለ ፊርማ አለ ሙዩ ከዛ አንብልሻለሁ እንግሊዘኛ ትችያለሽ እንዴ ጥሩ አሁን የፈረምሽውን አንብልሻለሁ ልበውና ስሚኝ እኔ ዳሽ ማለት ያው ትሩንጎናት ማለት ነው በሚስጥር ላይ የሚመጣ ችግር ሙሉ ለሙሉ ድርጅቱን የሚያመለክት እንደውም ድርጅቱ ያወጣውን ወጪዎች ተጓዥ ግለሰብ ሊሸፍኑ ተስማምቼ ዶክመንት ሰጥተውኛል የሚል ነው አሁን የፈረምሽው ማለት ነው ሌላው ምንድነው አብዛኛዎቹ አረቦች በእንትናቸውም ሊሆን ይችላል እንትናቸው ጨዋታሞች ናቸው ወንዱም ሴቷም ጨዋታም ናቸው ለምን ጮሽ ምናምን ነገር ማለት አንችልም እዛ ስቴጅ ደግሞ በእነሱ ሀገር ስርዓትና ደንብ መሰረት ነው ተሳሉ ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር ታሳዩ የነበረው ባህሪ እዛ ጋር ምናልባት ለነሱ የማይፈቀድ ሊሆን ይችላል ወይ በራቁት በሱሪ ምናምን ነገር መሄድ ለነሱ ደስ ላይላቸው ሙስሊም ናቸው ሙስሊሞች ደግሞ ምንድነው ባህላቸው መከና ነው አዎ ለዚህም ዝግጁ ነሽ ከኛም ብትገለገሉት ነገር አለ ከኛ ግልጋሎት የምታገኙ ኤድስ ማን ነው ከዚህ ወስዶ ስራ ማስገባት ስራ አስገብቶ ደሞዝ በስነ ስርዓቱ ማስከፈል ጤና ስብህና ሐዋላ ከኛ ማግኘት ትችላላችሁ መቼ የኮንትራት ዘመናችሁ እስካለ ድረስ ማለት ነው ይሄ ኮንትራት ዘመናችሁ የሁለት አመት ከ45 ቀን ነው
Later we learned that Trungo had to pay a fee of 6,000 birr, 340 euros. Although state-recognized agencies are not allowed to charge such fees. Yeshi Risker of the United Hope Human Rights Organization has been campaigning for years against such practices. But she says a recognized agency is still better than an illegal one. That is why she takes her young charges to the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs. Here they can find a list of registered agencies for the Middle East. With a legal agency, the women are supposed to have more rights. and have promised they can change their employers and receive regular pay. But in the course of our entire investigations, we never came across one housemaid whose placement abroad was protected in any way.
ከተማ ይላል በየክልሉ በሬዲዮም በዜና በየክልሉ ቢለጠፍ ምናምን ጥሩ ለመሰለሽ አሁን ደኔ አይነት የደሃ ልጆች አሉ ወጥተው መስራት እየፈለጉ እነዚህ ወጥ ደላላዎች ብር ካቅማቸው በላይ ብር ስለሚጠይቋቸው በዛ ምክንያት እዚህ ይቀርዋሉ እና በዛ ምክንያት ይሄ ነገር አሁን በጣም ጥሩ ነው there is a lot of promotion needed with the government as United Hope as an NGO as well as the agencies themselves. We have suggested in so many places like to have advertisements. In Holata, we have talked to the administration office where we can put all the lists instead of coming all the way down here so they could be in their area to call.
For many years, Yeshi Riska has been haranguing the Ethiopian authorities to bolster the rights of these women. The public information officer of the Ministry of Labour and Social Affairs agrees to make an official statement.
ኢትዮጵያ ሰፊና ድንግል በጣም እምቅ የሆነ የተፈጥሮ ሀብት ያላት ሀገር ናት። ይሄ የምታየው አነስተኛው ጥቃቅኑ ድንጋዩ ኮብሉ መጥረቡ ሁሉ ሰውን እንጀራ እያበላ ነው። በዙ 2-3 ዓመት እየገፋ በሚሄድበት ጊዜ ውስጥ ሀገር ላይ ተስፋ አለ። በምንም ተአምር ሄዶ ህይወትን ማጣት አማራጭ ሊሆን አይችልም። ድህነት በራሱ ምንድነው? የቁሳቁስ አይመስልኝም ማስተሳሰብ ነው።
It is painfully clear that these young women cannot rely on support from the government.
Educating society is a master key. The Ethiopian government must sign first a bilateral agreement that if a girl is going to go work abroad there, if anything happens, the government will cover it. We discussed about this with the Ethiopian government as United Hope and other organizations that we need to sign a bilateral agreement. They said we ask all the Middle Eastern countries to come forward and sign an agreement, a bilateral agreement. The only country have signed is Kuwait.
At present, however, the housemaids have no choice but to entrust their fates to these shady operators. The time has come. Trungo leaves for Dubai, a place she knows nothing about. She doesn't even know what she will be doing there. No one has told her that one has to cross the ocean to get there, that this city is growing faster than any other before it, that the mountains there are leveled to build artificial islands. Trungo is not just traveling to another country, but to another world.
Some electronic equipment may interfere with aircraft systems that must be switched off when the seatbelt sign is on for takeoff and landing.
It's 4 a.m. Trungo has finally landed in this self-styled paradise. She too wants to profit from its blessings. $100 a month. If she's lucky, maybe even $120. This is the current price for slavery. We arrive at the terminal with a hidden camera. A middleman intercepts Trungo and takes her to one side. Shortly afterwards, he takes her passport away from her. From now on, she will do whatever she is told. She still has a mobile phone in her bag. We gave it to her so that she can stay in touch. But after that, we hear nothing more from Trungo. She has been swallowed up by the huge metropolis. All our attempts to contact her have failed. Days later, she is still not answering our calls. Her phone has probably been confiscated by the agent or her new employer. We set off in search of Trungo. We want to spare her the fate that thousands of other housemaids have suffered before her. The agency that got Trungo to Dubai refuses to disclose her whereabouts. So we travel to an area where the Christian churches are allowed to practice their religion. For many housemaids, these are the only places they can go to. At 2-hour intervals, different ethnic groups or churches celebrate their religious services. In the afternoon, it is reserved for Indians and Filipinos. We are told that the African churches get their turn in the evening.